What's up, fellow Lords of Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. So we're gonna jump right on into this because it's a little bit of a we're getting a little update on the developers notes for Magik, which is basically incoming. So that's good news at the very least. I want to make sure that every player is aware of, my feelings. Before we jump in though, please do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It might not matter to you, but it definitely matters for the channel and the future of its growth. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm, so go ahead and hit it. And if you're looking for notifications for upcoming content, hit that as well. But let's take a look right now about this dev note. So basically we got information on Marvel Future Fight and what's coming to the game. Basically we can see here that we've got the planned release date for the release month for Magik is basically December. We have no hard firm date for when Magik is planned to be released. A little disappointing that we're basically went past the chilling with Danny Koo. We've basically rolled into new territory with the dev note, and we still don't have an actual release date. Even worse, I think in some regards, we don't have a video yet to show anything, to showcase the character at all. At this point, I would have expected that we would have had some form of content in terms of like showcasing the character, her abilities, and maybe even some of her ultimate skills, if not just some teasers, like a teaser reel or something like that. The Marvel Future Fight team is really good at giving teasers the week before an update, so maybe that's what they're waiting for, but I'm hoping for something more because right now we don't have anything. A little bit more concerning is that they're basically saying inside the dev note that they're currently in the final stages of implementing the new hero features and balance testing. The reason why I say I'm a little concerned about that is because basically we already recognize as a player base that balancing is not one of their strong suits right now. We're still waiting for balancing for things like Star-Lord, Captain America, Doctor Strange, and even to some degree some of the other characters. So it has me questioning whether or not Magik is going to drop into this game and she's going to be completely OP or she's going to be completely imbalanced. But will she fit within the game? Basically, essentially, no character is ever going to be 100% the meta, or that's just not the way games work. We're basically looking for a character to just be able to fit within, so they should be able to maneuver through the various game modes. That's what we're looking for, right? To at least be competitive, especially in a game like this where a lot of the game modes are centered around my scoring being able to beat your scoring. And if it's not a matter of skill because it's pay to win, or if it's a matter of this, that's what we're concerned about. But so basically they gave us some information on why they selected Magik as a new playable hero, and basically they wanted a unique and distinct character. I don't know that you couldn't have gotten that without another character, but I will say that Magik is definitely looking very waifu inside this picture. So I know a lot of people are going to basically feel like, what, they might want to switch over to Magik. You can see her Dark Child transformation right here, which is something that we will be getting. She will also have the ability to do summons, which is definitely something unique and new to the game because we haven't had summons before. So she's going to be able to summon things like Hydra, imps, and so forth. We'll see some more of that in the dev note as well. It's interesting because basically their whole reasoning for that was basically do that. Now you could also say that there's a big push there for them to basically bring Magik to the world, because Magik is the ruler of Limbo. She's basically, that's her dimension basically, and when we look at the Dark Domain, especially part 1, we basically see this convergence happening inside the Dark Domain, where we basically have a Magik character, and then we also have well, not Magik because we don't really see her as of yet, but we see Mephisto, Dormammu, and we see Hela. And basically, if you know anything about comics, each of these characters are a ruler of their own, I guess it would their own nether realm, or I want to say hell. Like, I basically look at it, the way I've always taken inside comic books was that, like, there's like layers to hell, almost like if you you know, follows some kind of faith-based dogma, then you'd understand what I'm saying there, right? It's like there's layers to hell, and each of these persons basically have some kind of, you know, control over these specific sections. And right now in our game, they're battling over those sections. Eventually, more than likely, we're going to have those characters really just being, you know, 100% all out. You know, we'll see how it goes. But basically, so Magik is going to be able to summon some Hydras, some Imp, and Hounds through the stepping disc. You can see a pretty cool image of her summoning what looks to be, I mean, this could just be a Hydra, but I'm trying to make out if this is an actual head right here, which is a little hard to do. But you can basically see that this is some form of dragon, which or Hydra. I hope to God this doesn't mean that she's actually summoning Hydra. But she also has the Imp and Hounds through stepping disc, so that should be really cool to see. We get another little image here of her actually using the soul sword, and to be honest with you, it looks very cool. This also, bear in mind, looks somewhat like a different uniform, but I can't really tell so much if it's the uniform that we're seeing up here. It looks somewhat different, but maybe it's just me. This image right here is just sexy as shit. I mean, yeah, you could tell they went all out on the character model here. The uniform looks pretty badass. I think a lot of players are going to be happy with that. Now, the last thing that they wanted to hit on inside here was specifically things that we've been asking for and their ability to deliver. Now, in truth, you have to look at the game and go, there's a lot of things that they need to fix, and they realize that there are things they need to fix, but they realize they can't do it within a short span of time. So they're trying to implement a lot of those things and have them pushed in the month of December. Now, let's be honest with you. The main thing that needs to be pushed in this game is a fix to the RNG based system and a fix to the pricing inside the Marvel Mall. Now, whether or not they were actually willing to do that, I don't know. It definitely doesn't look like it over the Black Friday sales, that they're going to actually push that, so I don't know. But we can see that they're also planning to bring us some new game modes. I'm suspecting that Dark Domain Part 2 will come with the release of Magik. I hope to God that that is true to some degree. In addition to the function that allows for surpassing the nano fusion stage when an already nano fused costume is used as material, Omega Card companion preset functions are also being developed. So this is good because basically one of the things that you are using your Omega cards for right now is that some of the Omega cards that you're equipping and getting are basically pretty good for PvP, while some of them are pretty good for PvE. So having an ability to switch those, the same thing for your companions and so forth like that, you know, being able to, because there's like some companions you definitely want to use inside the PvP environment as opposed to when you're inside the PvP environment. And like, for instance, if you're in Omega War, you definitely want to use Nick Fury, right? Nick Fury's a really good one. If you're inside, Yondu's another good character that's there. But if you're inside the open battle space playing by yourself in PvE, Athena seems to do the job just perfectly fine. If you're like a flying character, Ultron, you know, will suffice. You switch it up, so it'd be a good idea for that, to have those as preset functions. We'll see. The one thing that really struck me here that was like, like, you know, it definitely raised a few eyebrows was definitely this last part right here where they say we are working on improvements from various angles to restore the original fun of Dark Zone. I don't know how to say this without being snarky, but Dark Zone was never fun. Dark Zone's not fun now. Dark Zone wasn't fun originally. Dark Zone wasn't fun when you guys forced the method for us to gain experience down our throat by only being available inside Dark Zone. It's never been fun. So I don't know what you're talking about, what they're talking about restoring the original fun of Dark Zone, because there is no fun. The reward system in Dark Zone is perhaps one of the worst rewarding systems in there, because you're literally spending 7 hours a week at an RNG chance to get a badge that you're literally looking layers deep at trying to get, so, you know, to get the benefits of. So there's no fun in Dark Zone. I hate to say it, like even at this moment right now, a lot of players, you know, get pent up from doing Dark Zone. I don't see any joy in there, so I hope that they, you know, skedaddle past this point and just move right on, because I'm not having fun playing Dark Zone, and I don't intend to have fun playing Dark Zone. That's truth. This absolute truth to the matter. So, you know, we'll see. And then you see down here, our friendly neighbor will also be with us in December when the exciting update has been scheduled. Finally, we will wrap our dev note by revealing some of the costumes for Magik that are being prepared. So now they already, this is kind of, this should be an indication to you guys, at least the way I took it was, our friendly neighbor will also be with us in December. That's kind of a call out to Spider-Man if you kind of read it in between the lines. So like, we're not talking about Magik. She's not our neighbor, but when we typically say friendly neighbor, it's your friendly neighbor Spider-Man. So basically we're getting some information here that Spider-Man probably is going to receive some kind of costume update, probably akin to the movie coming out, and so expect a costume. Now the bad part is that costume is probably going to cost $50, so it is what it is, right? New Stark City costume for Magik, and the Hydra Empire costume, which we already seen. It would have been nice to see a different costume, you know, like we already seen the Hydra Empire, we already seen the new Stark City, we have seen the Sakaar, or I think it was a Savage Shadowland they showed us inside the stream with Danny Koo. There seems to be a lot of miscommunication that is happening at the development team for this game, and I hope that they, you know, right that ship and get things together, because they're missing on a lot of cylinders, and hopefully the content creator core in some regards can help out with this, but who knows. Before I go, I wanted to space out on one last thing that appeared inside the shop that is both good and bad: the Marvel Mall. So basically, if you guys weren't aware, there was an update for Cyber Monday sales inside of the Marvel Mall, right, is what I call it. So we gotta let this play through. Oh, don't lock up on me. Jesus, I don't know why this initial load like this always takes forever in a day. I can guarantee you I'm playing with a pretty powerful PC, but this game just takes the mustard on it. And we always seem to get, it's funny because we always seem to get these same two people and then one of the choices here. Like I just had those people 3 days in a row. But basically, taking a look at the Marvel Mall, this is new. So this seems like this has been something added. I don't know when it got added. Basically, it's the purchase notice is letting me know that my purchases are coming up on expiry. But basically, inside the store, we basically can see that other than our free ticket, we can see that the Cyber Monday, they have a Cyber Monday 1000 crystal bundle ticket, and it's for $3.99, right? So you can see you're getting 245 crystals and then a bonus of 755 crystals with only one Black Friday ticket and a Black Friday supply box. Would have been nice to see that be something else. And then you're also over here getting the Black Friday ticket for 10 of those in a Black Friday supply box. Each of these is $4, and to be perfectly honest with you, these are good deals. The thing that pisses me off about these deals is you'll put this one over here where it's like a weekly 10 out of 10 at $50, but you wouldn't put the Cyber Monday $4 at a 10 out of 10. Like that would have been, this would have been a crystal event that I could have seen being like, hey, you know what, this is a good event, like that's a good purchase point. Having it be this where we're locked out from it, yeah, I don't know. Having it be that kind of, you know, taints the well a little bit. It would have been nice to see that. We're gonna collect those rewards real quick to end out the video. Let's go in here and collect these. We'll get our 10 tickets. And we'll collect our crystals, our premium boxes. These are all rewards. God, just needs to claim all inside here. All right, and we'll jump in here, and now I'm gonna use, you can see I've got the 10 tickets. Where are my tickets at? So I've got 17 tickets in store right now. I'm gonna go in here to end out the video, and we'll do a draw. I'm still looking for the Omega card, specifically the Spider-Man Omega card. It's the last of the Omega cards I need. It's the last one that I need in order to up my set, because I do plan on equipping this card with the Black Widow card. I'm praying to God that I get it. Let's see how lucky I get. Let's see if this increased draw rate is actually worth it. Nothing. I always hate seeing group. Oh, wait a minute. We got the shield. That would have been lovely to see that gold right there, but, you know, apparently not. So what are we going to get? Ugh. 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 You know what the worst part about seeing a 4-star card is knowing that you got to level this goddamn card up. And you know what's even worse about this card is knowing that if I pull this stat up for you, I could show you basically the same exact card with the same exact stats. It's almost like those 4-star cards are almost guaranteed to give you those. So it's like really, ugh. It's just off-putting as hell. It really is. Like if I go in here and I'll show you these. So the good thing too is those will give you an additional 100 tokens inside here. I'm not necessarily swimming in tokens, but I can say that I'm doing a lot better than most people would be. I'm at 700 tokens, so I could possibly reach a new Black Friday lucky box or another 3-star special companion, which I got Nick Fury from the last time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you at least some information so that way you guys can take it and do what you may. Until next time, guys, peace. By the way, next videos we got coming up is I'm probably going to stream some content for Marvel's Avengers for Spider-Man play, which I'm uber excited about, especially after the war table deep dive yesterday. All right, guys, until next time, peace.